The Arl of Redcliffe. So I imagine it's like, Jarl? Just that thing? Oh my god, what the hell are all these quests? Jesus! Morrigan approves. I don't know what of. What did I do? What the hell? Heroic accomplishments. She has accomplished nothing except owned money. And spent... How did you spend money? Oh no, okay, just added to the party, but she has not done anything just yet. My most powerful foe slain. Genlock Emissary. The hit rate is bad. What about you, buddy? Most powerful foe slain? Ogre! I do like Alistair. He's done a lot of good stuff.
Tis you.
Fuck off. Morrigan's robes. Could I put that on someone else? Oh, that's a shame. Right now, they're actually really good. But I'm thinking, can I give her mage things? Where do these go? What do I do with runes? Type weapon rune. Nope. Nope. No idea. Okay, well, we'll figure that out another time. What has she got on here? Wildstone Clasp. Pretty good stuff already. Bad belt, though. 1 arm and nature damage. That's not good. We can replace that with Ombre's Many Pockets. Or... yeah, only Ombre's Many Pockets. We'll do that now because that is just way better. Armor. What was that other robe we found? Apprentice Cowl. 10 mental resistance. She's not even wearing shoes. We should probably fix that. Enchanter's robes. Ooh, forgot about these as well. They're not very good, though. Arming Cowl. Willpower, spell power, mental resistance. Yeah, we're definitely giving that to you. Oh, you look like a Final Fantasy lady. Look at you. You look like a summoner. Dexterity and defense. I mean, better than nothing. There we go. Didn't even change how she looked because her robes cover it all up. I don't want to take off her robe. She looks really cool. And no, it's not because of this. Oh yeah. I mean, it's slightly because of that. How? Yeah, that's sad. Let's not do that. I could give her my dad's bracelets. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. We just need something to put on her arms. Make sure she's protected. I always thought that this was restricted to me, but apparently not. Or at least an elf. There you go. I mean, she looks pretty good. I'm liking that. What's her weapon? Heartwood Staff. I'm gonna have to compare the ones we've got. We got Darkspawn. Requires 18 magic. Damage 4.4. Armor fender. It's the same all the way through, except hers just has better spell power. Yeah, I think we don't have to leave her as she is right now, and probably just charge all the way through this place because, well, we've got fuck all, and we've got a lot, which is the problem, and I need to sell it all. It says focus ring. Her rings are probably good. We'll leave that for now. So, yes, we can have a look at what she's got. Spider shape. What? What? Oh, wow, so maybe Mother did pick us up in bird form because she can turn into a fucking spider. Large bonus to nature resistance as spiders, web, and poison spit abilities. You know what? Look at that go! Oh, that's not quite as cool as I expected it to be. Let's talk to her in spider
form. Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a Grey Warden would be more interested in action.
Oh, you really got me. That was one hell of a sick burn. Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. You may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful.
Not with a voice like that, you weren't.
Is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Jesus. You surely didn't just die from horror, oh my god. You don't seem happy about that.
I am not, nor was I then. It dictated all that followed. But enough. You have your task to complete.
What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
Jesus, Morrigan, what the fuck?
For feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Do you have any advice?
About the Darkspawn?
About fucking anything. About anything, really.
Then hear this. I laugh at a world full of stupid humans who ignore the Blight's evil and abandon their vigilance to chase mortal goals. Remember, it is up to you to destroy the Blight. Pray not for someone else to destroy it. It will always nip at your heels.
I have no more questions.
Then we are done. Now, if you will excuse me, I have some dinner to eat.
I thought there was one more thing I could ask, maybe?
I hope you are not.
You could come with us, you know.
I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
And what has the world done to you?
That is between the world and me. Your business is elsewhere.
But you're more powerful than we are!
It is not a matter of power. No one person in all of Thedas has enough power to stand against a Blight. Were that the case, sending you two would be quite the jest. What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. Your task is to unite the land, inspire its men, and turn them from their petty
One of us is
politics
literally
to face
mute.
the
How do you think that's
Archdemon.
gonna work?
In that, you are more powerful than I by far. I am but an old woman whom the world has largely forgotten.
I should go.
Yes, you should. You have a whole lot of Darkspawn to get past before you sleep.
But I also have 3 customizable murderers. This is fun. Oh, I didn't point in my attributes? Ooh, that was dumb. Dex. I'm gonna keep getting my dex up. Ooh, we got a talent to upgrade as well. I'm gonna put it in competent coup de grace. Can't put it in anything. Shit. I really need combat training. I can't believe I keep forgetting to do combat training. Yes, fuck it. We'll keep going then. Guess that's... Oh, wow. No, I don't want to be Morrigan. What has she got, though? Let's have a look. She's got Winter's Grasp, like a big cold thing. Drain life. We've seen that in action. It's really scary. Disorient. That's just confusion, huh? That's effective in combat by inflicting penalties to their attack and defense. Vulnerability Hex. Just messes with their elemental resistance. Horror. Oh, we could scare them. Like, fuck. Okay, that's cool. Mind Blast. That sounds amazing. Wave of telekinetic force that stuns enemies caught in the sphere. She's way more powerful than any of us. Primal lightning, frost weapons, and herbalism. Wow, I'm so glad I said that I saved herbalism till last. The best, obviously. Fucking herbalism. Alright then. This will be on our way. I did give her a hat, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. Should I give people gifts? Let's get it out of my way. Dwarven runes. Do you approve of me? You're neutral to me. Love me. Would it be weird to give her a gift this early on? 4. Okay. Travel necklace. Gift.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Oh, fuck it. We don't have a dwarf on us right now. I can't gift it to him. What's this? Oh, that's me. That would be why I can't gift it to him. Can I gift you some private documents?
Is that for me? Really?
Is that for me?
Wow.
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 His friends all just died and he's just perfectly calm. Deep in the wild. So, yeah, we've never actually explored this area, have we? It said we want to go away from the wilds rather than further in. But, I'm not really one for listening. I kind of want to explore absolutely everywhere we can. And I'm going to do a really bad thing. A really stupid thing as well. Did I upset Morrigan? I wouldn't blame you. If I upset Morrigan, I did just try to steal from your mom.
Have you not left yet?
Okay, she
I
doesn't
hope you are
care.
not
I should go. I just wanted to steal her, It looked like maybe she'd have what he required. Morrigan?
So be it.
Even you're not allowed back in, huh? This is sad. Alright, we'll be on our way. And we shall never return. Well, we probably will return. I hope we return. Is that all this place is? I can't even get around here, I don't think. Yeah, we're done. Wow. What a tiny little area. We shall venture forth. Oh, look at this. Redcliffe Village, Redcliffe Castle. Can we go, like, all over this place? What, or is it just these ones? Because that doesn't seem like a whole lot. I'm sure we'll unlock more down the line. Party camp is right there, the current party campsite. I just want to know what that is. I've never been. Ah, look at us. Can we talk to our boys here? I hope so. So what is that? No, I know that's me. What's that? Oh, it just says Alistair. Okay, well, talk to me. How do you think things are going? Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought you might need to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course, I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I
Or
think
you,
he came
for
from
that matter.
Highover, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them. Plant a tree over their remains.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to Highover with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Alistair approves! Oh, I
What do
love
you
doing
need?
this. One of my favourite things to do in games like this. I'd like to
Ask
ask you
away.
something. What can a Templar do, exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So why don't you have any of them? So can others learn these talents, or... Have you hunted many mages?
No, I never actually became
Ah,
a
good.
full
Fuck
Templar.
yes.
Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. The ritual that they test the mages with. It's not unlike our joining, really. And just as deadly.
I
The
can't
girl
wait
they
to wipe
tested,
out the
she had a
Templars
demon
then.
inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Can't say I blame you. So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Huh. So you were addicted to this lyrium. So you were addicted to this lyrium.
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You
Good,
don't
good.
need lyrium in order to learn
Don't
the
need an
Templar
addict on the
talents.
team.
Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
No, I'm not. Wow, you approved again? This man is falling in love with me. What the hell? Alistair is now at... Oh, no, okay, that was just hanging over from the first one. Yeah, I understand. Heroic accomplishments. Let's have a look at these. Oh, no, we already know what that is, but he has killed one boss.
What do you need?
I'm still
Ask
in the middle
away.
of asking you things, damn it. Can you teach others to be a
I
Templar?
suppose I could. But I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word.
Understood. Very well. I'll respect your word.
Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
Alistair got a +1 from that. Nice.
What do you need?
Oh, thought we gotta go through all
Ask
of these
away.
then, because it's making him, you know, we're becoming friends with him, which we sort of need to do. Tell me about Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest ones from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but
So
who
we're not
knows
the
where
last,
they
we
might
were just
be found.
the last
And
of
the
that
nearest
particular
Orlesian city is weeks away.
battalion.
If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the free
Or
marches.
garrison, I guess I should say.
Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace.
Well,
but
I'm
that's
sure
it.
they're all fucking dead.
Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt.
Oh, good.
Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfelds, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
So what happens now there's just two of us? No, well, we need to start rebuilding the Order.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be two of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
So what happens now that there are just two of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
What would happen if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
Neither am I.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
I'd like
Ask
to ask
away.
you something. So, how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
You don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The
I
Grand
believe you,
Cleric
buddy.
didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did? I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Do you think this is better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere.
Just sitting in a damn
always be
temple, sitting in a
thankful for
temple and
something
killing the
to
innocent.
If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
I'm not done talking, damn
What
it!
do you need?
I need to ask you
Ask
things. He's immediately ready to talk again. So, you said that this Archdemon raised you.
Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfels. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
Jesus. Slobbering dogs. I see.
Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it?
I dream of becoming a Grey Warden. No, wait.
Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Archdemon wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Archdemon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
What an awful thing to do for a child. To a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true
Oh, I
herself,
see,
think.
okay.
I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid thing.
Shit.
The Isle came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
So this could be amazing to see him again, huh? Are you sure he isn't... You were young, fuck.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
Alistair approves +4. God damn! Okay, well, let's take a look. He's now... Don't be neutral, don't be neutral. Still neutral! Wow, man. Jesus, I thought we'd be a little higher than that by now. Where is Morrigan? All the way over here. Oh, you made your own little hut? God damn it, why do you hate us so much? Jesus, Alistair isn't that bad, you know.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemets, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
I know, hilarious, right? Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
There have been Dalish keepers, or Dalish keepers, who use a similar magic.
Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught.
We don't know much about our origins, I'm afraid.
Ah, this makes sense according to what I know of the elves. Alas.
Can you change into any other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Understood. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents.
Not
If you
me,
had a notion
then,
to
huh?
learn such a
God
skill
damn it.
for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
You spend a lot of time as an animal.
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the
Interesting.
world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you are changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Absolutely. Maybe tied to a flagpole and tickled? What the fuck is that? We gotta say
I
it.
wouldn't advise it. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
She approves. Okay, I guess she did find that
What do you
funny
wish
even
of
if
me?
she did not show it.
If you
I'd like
must.
to ask you something. Can you teach others to become shape
I cannot
changers?
teach you, no. But any other mages that cared to learn, yes, I could do that. Send whoever you wish my way, and I shall teach them what I can in the camp.
Ooh,
Nor
okay.
do they possess the will to even make the attempt.
Specialization unlocked shapeshifter. Oh man, I like
What
that.
do you wish of me?
I wish of...
must.
I'm not entirely sure yet. Did you grow up in the Korkari wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I want to know. You can probe me anytime. Oh no.
Beg pardon then, while I jump for joy. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds?
I'm going to be
A
pegged.
curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
But you kept going back to the wilds.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The
True.
wilds I hailed from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Amazing. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played
That
the
is
weekly,
absolutely
batted my
terrifying.
eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Kind of touching. Odd. It's a very different kind of handshake. Touching. Like a handshake. Actually, I have no idea. I'm not human. I think that'll make her like us more. I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
You can go back, if you like.
I have no qualm with the mission I have been set to. Flemeth was correct, like it or not. The Darkspawn are an enemy of all. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, well, that's
Yes.
another 3 approval. So, life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Aw. But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning.
Wow,
Survival has
rude.
meaning.
What the fuck? I'm sure we
Power
can change
has
your
meaning.
opinion of that.
Without those lessons,
There's
I wouldn't be
Bioware
here
after
today,
all.
as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Oregon approves. I am sort of trying to be as
Yes.
manipulative as possible here. I'm just picking the good option, even if I want to be
If
like,
you must.
that life sucks. Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
And you are cute when you're evasive.
Really? Perhaps we should be wrapped in ribbons and adorned with flowers. So cute are we, too. My mother
I
has
have
been
no
hunted
idea what
from
that
time to
sentence
time,
meant,
yes,
but it sounds
by
good to me.
Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it. in
Oh,
fact.
wow.
The
Poor
Templars would come
Alistair.
again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
Fun. You found it fun.
I found the game fun. I was too young to understand the truth behind what was happening. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to
Oh
their
my
doom.
god. She was terrifying. Flemeth used you as bait.
It was a game, and I a young girl. If I didn't get to play, I would have been very upset. Thankfully, the Wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
I still haven't heard of maleficarum. Do you still think that was fun?
I think that my mother made it fun so that a child did not learn to fear. And I think that it was necessary.
Harsh as
There are no
fuck in some
trials for
ways, and then the opposite in
apostates,
others.
no
It's really
prisons,
strange.
No mercy. There are only absolutes, so only survival matters. If the Wilds have taught me anything, 'tis this. First, you must survive. Do you disagree?
There are worse things than death. I'm going to be honest with this one because I feel strongly about this.
I would ask what exactly, but I'm certain that would be a lengthy conversation, and suddenly I grow very weary. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
Oh! Oh, big disapproval!
Yes?
Very big
If you
disapproval. Is Flemeth really what she seems to
Well,
be?
that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
A very powerful old lady. Human.
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Ah, I see. That does explain much. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful. A fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago is this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
He sold his wife to another man.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement.
Oh,
All
shit.
would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Osen, then.
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which? She never invaded? Or he never defeated her?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came. but Mother claims not to know how it began.
Do you believe her version?
I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has coloured her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all.
How is it that Flemeth survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
Strangely that you're telling me this. You must actually trust me, huh? Or think me very incapable of taking her out. Okay. The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak of them?
The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Why are you so unbelievably calm about that? That is creepy as hell. Okay. Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect, even to her.
An interesting story. Thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious, nevertheless.
Good. My mother died a long time ago.
Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Morgan approves +5. Okay, so I've drowned out the fact that I think some things are worse than death, which for some reason she utterly hated. I don't know why. That's a pretty reasonable thing to think, right? Like, even if it's as simple as torture being worse than death, which it absolutely fucking is. Okay, well, let's be on our way, shall we? We're having to suffer, like, your whole fucking life. What do you mean? Oh, we can bring a party of 4! Wow, Morrigan is a higher level than all of us, and she looks so much cooler than us. Yeah, we're going with this 3. And we are taking a trip to Lothering. Seems like a very long way. Oh, Jesus, what the hell is this? Oh, we, like, have fights along the way? This is no fight. We're in Denerim.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly.
It's you. It's this scum.
There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Maybe you just saw the king as a
speak.
liability. Which is sort of maybe kind of fair enough.
You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Antigon, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Ooh! I like that guy! I can't wait to meet him! Wow! It's also very nice that the game is running properly again. I would not have known what to do if that was not the case. Her stupid hat. I love her stupid hat. My stupid hat. It's rare we see ourselves in cutscenes like this. My dog! He got out safe! I think. Ooh. I thought you were at least gonna be human. You want us to take these guys on? You better be terrifying, Morrigan. Let's see what she can do. Frost weapons first off, make everybody scary. And we will need ourselves some... Not Drain Life, we don't need that yet. Winter's Grasp. How like, heavy is that? Oh, wow. Okay, that is pretty fucking good. Oh, Jesus. I'm just gonna be Morrigan for a while because she is by far the scariest person on our team. Oh, that was not what I was going for at all. I was going for fucking lightning. Why is she not hitting lightning? There we go. No. Oh, she's really powerful, isn't she? Okay, can we scare a Herlock? Do your thing! Morrigan! Horror! There we go, we can terrify the bastard. And in turn, lightning him into oblivion. We're really overpowered. Oh, I like this. Let's see what Alistair can do these days. Overpower! 2 and a 3! Yeah, we're oh my god, look at you. You look so strange.
So much better.
He wags his tail happily and pants. Because he got to chew through like 1 billion fucking skeletons. Those Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
You're a woman of nature, shut up!
He's not mangy.
I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Ruff! Please enter a name for the dog. Ooh! Oh, I actually get to do this? One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. As you improve your relationships with party members, head back to camp and speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings by using the orange bar at the bottom of their character records. Please enter a name from the dog. Okay, this is an important moment. What do we name you? I think I'm going to name you and then we'll end off the episode because we've been going, or the session, sorry, because we've been going for quite some time here. What's a good name for a pupper? I think you are Nero. I know it's not particularly fancy. I know it's sort of a pretty damn common... It's not, but I mean, I imagine there are dogs in the world called Nero. Nothing amazingly unique, but I like it. I think it suits... If he was black, it would really suit him, but we can put on war paint. So yeah, my little pupper is Nero. My little pupper, I mean massive, terrifying dog of war. But still, let's have a look at what we got here. Sapphires, quartz, loads of shit we could sell when we eventually get to that village, which is going to be so far away. Yes, yes, yes. Money, please. All the damn money. And we even got some elf fruit over here, which I'm pretty damn sure we can make into potions and shit. But right now, can I switch over to my dog? Who actually likes me? You? Approval neutral. I thought someone actually liked me. Did it go down? Why did it go down? Was Nero not a good enough name for you? Dog whistle. Found this whistle around the neck of your Mabari. This item has a unique power. Won't it just hurt him? War paint of the Wolfhound. Hell yeah. Requires 12 strength and 2+ damage versus beasts. What does it look like? It just gives him tiger stripes. Fair enough. I mean, it's something. Can Can you wear any of this? Do I have a collar for you? No, I don't. Alright, Nero. Welcome to the team. I am very fucking excited, but that is where we're going to have to leave it here for today. I apologize. It has been a long session. I know there's been a couple of breaks in between, but we should very soon be back to our, like, full-blown 8-hour sessions, which I really, really want to get back to. It's just, my god, there's been so much going on, and then I had to fix and replay a ton of stuff during this one. It was all a bit messy this session, but I had so much fun. And now, we truly have an army. Can I talk to my boy? He pants happily. He fucking better. Can you do something about this gory mess? What does that mean? Huh? He bounced around you, barking excitedly. You are adorable. Do you see anything interesting? Nero doesn't seem to have found anything. Aren't you useless? I'm just going to pet him then. Yes, yes, yes. You're an excited little bastard, aren't you? You're adorable. Pet him! Fuck yeah! Oh, he rolls around happily on his back. I love him! You're a war dog. You were literally just killing things for me. Animation's really good as well for a game of this age and scope. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that amazing stuff. It really does help out both me and the channel. And in the next one, me and Nero, we're going to go on some more adventures. And I really hope you will stick around for that. But for now, this is Strike and Nero signing off. Goodbye!